Hey guys, welcome back to Spilling the Reality with Trisha and Kylie. Obviously, Trisha is not here today. She's on vacation for the rest of the week. So I'm joined by Russell, and we're going to break down everything from last night's episode, everything happening on the live feeds. So if you're not here for spoilers, you will need to exit the broadcast and catch us later. If you're joining us live, drop us some comments, everything you've got that y'all been wanting to ask Russell. Now's your opportunity since he's here with us. But let's get started. So let's talk about last night's episode.
Okay. I didn't watch a lot of feeds, so you're gonna have to fill me in.
Okay, well, there's not a lot to talk about from the live feeds.
We can definitely talk about the previous episode as well, though.
Yeah, so let's talk about it. So, first, okay, so we get the draw for the Veto players, and Ian's too sick to compete.
Do you think he was sick? Do you think he was physically sick, or he
I
was
think he was, I think it was
too
anxiety.
emotionally
Yeah.
drained?
Yeah, like, talking about like his heart palpitations and
Yeah, no,
yeah, I
that's not
think that
very
he was
good.
having super bad anxiety. But do you think they should have put someone else in his place?
Uh, I mean, if they didn't draw the name,
Mhm.
then I don't think so. I think that he's the one. I think it would be unfair to randomly pick someone else. It's almost like if someone's gets hurt at the very beginning of something, they're
Mhm.
just gonna push them to the side, and I think that's the right thing to do, though.
Yeah, I mean, I guess we've only
Because
seen it like
that was Ian's competition to win.
oh, for sure. He said that
Yeah.
he was really disappointed that he didn't get to do it. Um, but we've seen it what happened one other time on the season with Donnie, and he competed in a veto in place of Jocasta because
Hmm.
she was kind of having like the same thing, but she was one of the nominees. So I don't know if they made the exception for that. Like Donnie competed on her behalf, which I think
Right.
is kind of almost more bullshit. But like if Day and Bay could have had someone else in there that might would have pulled them off, then that could have been beneficial for them.
Yeah. Can you see the comments right now?
No.
We're live right now.
Yeah.
Hmm.
We'll have no
So,
comments right now.
somebody say hi. There it
Oh,
goes.
there we go. Yo.
Yo. Okay. I was just wondering.
Yeah,
All right.
usually we've got comments already, but um, so I thought that was interesting. And then, of course, we see Davon choke
Mm-hmm.
and go out first, and Bailey choke and go
I
out
mean,
second.
it's kind of a mind fuck, to tell you the
Yeah,
truth, because you're like, 2 + 2 = 4, 5, so
yeah,
you're trying to figure out super fast in your mind, and
yeah,
then run at the same time.
yeah, yeah.
So
No, they let the pressure get to them, and
I don't know if I could do that. Could you do that challenge?
yeah, I think I could. Like, I mean, I say that, but me and Trish all the time talk about how bad we are at math. So, I think I could do simple addition, but like percentages are pretty hard. So I
Yeah.
think I could do that. But, my husband, when we were watching it, he was like, I would be over here yelling 13, 13.
That's good, actually.
Yeah, and trying to
That's
get
a
people to jump. So,
that's a good strategy.
yeah, what would you do in that comp? Would you do something like that?
I mean, I'm good strategically in the game.
Yeah.
I'm really good common sense and controlling people. But
Hmm.
when it comes to, I mean, I don't know, because I was good in math in
Hmm.
college, but it was like, I don't know, because my brain works so fast. Uh, I would want to run at the same time I'm trying to spell or add. I can tell you right now, I would suck in the spelling challenges.
Yeah.
I
Yeah,
would
no,
I,
I think I could do good at that.
I would just spell everything Mississippi. That's
That's
it.
great. That's got a song to it, so you can remember that word.
Yeah, and the thing is, it's just so long.
Hmm.
I'd just be looking for a lot of S's and a lot of
Yeah,
I's.
yeah, that's a good strategy. You do see people like Big Jeff got in there and spelled like technotronics and completely made up a word. So you
Yeah,
should probably just go for a word that you're certain of and then try to add some letters to it.
yeah.
I think there's
Always,
definitely strategy there.
Yeah, you can always add ed or
I
es,
I
ing. Yeah.
yeah. Yeah, no, I think I would find a word like a base word and then try to add to it. But
What if you go in there and you be like, find fucking? Can you do that kind of thing? Like, can you?
they'd have to blur it out.
But
Like,
it's a
well, they spelled a word, but it was
it's a word.
but it was too graphic, so we can't show you what it is.
I mean, but
Make you have to replay the whole comp.
they would have to abide by it, wouldn't they? I
I would
mean,
think so. I'm sure they got some dumbass rules or
because
something against that.
if I was playing with Christmas, that would be my word.
Oh, jeez. Get out of here.
Yes,
You're
I just
nuts.
dropped the mic.
That's great. No, I'm sure they got some dumbass rules about what you can put and can't
I
put.
don't think so.
You don't think so?
No way. They have never. I think of things that production don't think of all the time. I
Yeah.
can guarantee you they have never thought that somebody would put fucking in the comment on the words. I mean, what's a long spelling cuss word?
Motherfucker.
There you go. But
There
that's
you go.
but that's two words, right?
No, it's one word. It's a compound word.
Oh, is it?
Yes, it's a compound word.
There you go. That's a pretty long word.
Yeah, that is long.
That's my word next time.
There you go. Someone in the comments says, we talked about this a little bit yesterday, but that Enzo wants to use the word untouchable since that is like the word of the summer.
I would never use that word. That's I guess you have to spell it right because the grammar nowadays, sometimes things don't seem like they are.
Right.
Aren't you a teacher?
Yeah. I can spell.
Yeah, but some words just don't make sense at all?
Well, no, yeah, I mean, I teach English, so
What is the word that you're like, what? What is that word for you?
I don't know. I have a really hard time spelling the word restaurant.
Yeah. Yeah,
Like it doesn't make sense because it's got an AU in there, and so I just really have to like break it down every time I spell it. So that's a word. That's a weird word.
You
for
guys
me.
go ahead and comment in the comment section. Tell us your word that you're like, how did they come up? How did these geniuses come up with this?
Well, I mean, they haven't done this comp since the first Celebrity Big Brother when Shannon Elizabeth spelled like a 40-letter long word and completely blew that shit out of the water.
What was it? Supercalifragilisticexpialidocious?
I don't remember what she spelled. I'd have to look it up. Somebody will know.
Can you spell that? Can you spell supercalifragilisticexpialidocious?
Maybe if I sounded it out.
And what is that word mean? I know we're getting off topic, but
it means something quite atrocious.
Are you sure?
Yes. That's the song.
Yeah, but what's the word mean? I know what the song means.
Oh, I don't know.
Yeah. We'll move on.
Okay. So one other thing from the episode last night that we need to talk about is Tyler's edit. So we've talked about everything that happened in the feeds with Tyler wanting to be put up on the block because he felt so guilty. And in the edit, we get it more as a sacrifice, like I'm willing to go on the block, but not a thing of, hey, I want you bitches to vote me out of this house.
Well, when I watched the edit, I watched it for the first time before anybody else. I did watch that one live. I felt like it was a heart-filled conversation. I felt it myself. Tyler's not an actor. But it's crazy when it comes from a real player like me, from a strategic player like me. I'm watching it and I'm like, and I always go back to what Dan has always said. You take your heart out and you put it at the door. And when you go in there and you play with your heart on your shoulder, then that's what happens. Because that can happen to all of us. We're human. We're like, and the cause, we understand the cause.
Yeah.
They're not saying it out loud, but it's because of two black females being put on the block. He feels like he needs to do something because he wants to do something better in life and better,
Right.
for the show. So is that okay? It's okay.
But
I was talking to somebody about it, but I was talking to somebody about this, and I'm like, look, I get it, I understand it, but it doesn't belong in the game. It
right.
just it just doesn't if you want to win. Like we're seeing a lot of actions happen with real emotions involved. Like Davon saying that she's not going to vote for him because he looks like her. Or
Mhm.
Tyler's like, we're seeing a lot of real emotions happening with this game. I don't like that personally. I like
Yeah.
to just play the game. And was it real? I think it was real. I think it was real.
Okay, so I think Tyler's conversation with Bay and Day was real. Now, what brought on the conversation? Because why all of a sudden does he feel like this?
I
And
mean, maybe it's the
obviously we're
climate.
thinking, well, I mean, we are thinking that it's probably because something was said to him in the DR by production of,
I
hey, this is
I don't
what
know.
this could be coming off as. I mean, because you would think that that same
Maybe.
thing is said to Christmas too. But
I don't know about that because it's the climate we're living in these days.
yeah. So, I mean, it is interesting because Tyler did campaign really hard to get Bay and Day up there. He was the one that was doing a lot of stuff with planting seeds to Danny and planting seeds to Christmas. So, Tyler is probably did play a big part in it.
But he gets super good at it. He
Oh,
didn't.
yeah.
He didn't make the move. He didn't do what he said he was going to do. When he said he was going to do it, and I also say this: if you're going to play with your heart on your shoulder, you better do that.
Hmm.
Like if you're going to go in there and you're going to say what you just said, you better make that move.
Yeah.
But production was able to edit it and spin it in a way to
That came back
where
on Bailey.
it came back on Bailey.
Well, I guess Davon. Davon is the one that told
Oh yeah.
Christmas Bailey wants Tyler's head on a silver platter, and Christmas is like, nope,
Why
that was
would
the wrong
Bailey
thing
do
to say.
that though? Why would Bailey do that after Tyler said he was going to do that?
Yeah, I don't know.
That's where the editing, it makes no sense. That's when you invoke common sense to this whole thing.
Yeah.
Like it's like is that possible? Would she actually say that? I think she may have said that, but way later in the game.
Right.
And then they went ahead and
Use
put it
that.
right. I don't
Right.
think she was thinking that at this point
Yeah,
because
I
of
mean,
what
they were like, he's our sacrificial lamb, like Tyler to the rescue. They were feeling real good about him until the veto meeting.
yeah. And because he didn't use it, production had to step in and be like, let's make Tyler look good and
Yeah.
we have to put something in there. It's almost like Natalie White winning Survivor. They have to put in that clip of her killing the rat. And now
Yeah.
we understand how she won Survivor. She killed a rat.
Yeah.
So
One other thing that I thought was really interesting was at the end of the veto meeting, Bailey says something about, "Can I ask you who your untouchable is?" And Christmas is like, "No," and shuts that shit down. I would have. I mean, I can't believe that Bailey right then wasn't like, "No, let's talk about it," and push the issue. It was
it's a one-sided conversation,
yeah.
and it's like Christmas doesn't even know that she's even there and existing. She's just trying to get information. I'm not going to give you an information, but I want all the information from you.
Yeah.
I'd be like, bitch. Like,
Yeah.
I mean, it doesn't matter if the thing is, when I come to these games, I may like someone, I may hate someone at the beginning of the game, but I get to a point to where maybe they playing a terrible game and I say it out loud because that's who I am. Or maybe they're playing a great game and I thought they wouldn't, and I say that out loud. So
Mhm.
I always give credit where credit's due. And at this point, doesn't even matter if you don't think this, Christmas is playing a good game. Like she is doing what she needs to do to get further in the game. Her best move was Bailey and Day. That
Okay.
was her best. That was her
So
best move.
I was gonna save this for the end, but let's just go on and do this now. Let's talk about Christmas's HOH reign. Like,
Okay.
on a scale of 1 to 10, how well do you think this went for Christmas?
Uh, in the world view, in the public eye, not very good. In the house, it's her move. Why would she gun for any of the dudes? She can't. She can't. Why would she stir any trouble? She guns for the two people that she knows would gun for her. Not only that, she guns for the two people that are closest in the house. If you can remember, not too long ago, we had two people super close called Janelle and Kaser. Everybody gunned for them because they were so close. Who are the next two closest in that game? Probably even closer than Janelle and Kaser, and that's Davon and Bay. So,
Yeah.
why not gun for them?
I think strategically it was a good decision for Christmas. Like, she was not in an alliance with either of them. They did make comments about who they would be going after. So strategically, yes, I think it was a good decision for Christmas. However, I think that she's going to go down as one of the worst weeks as an HOH. Like,
No way. Not even
absolutely,
close.
yes,
Well,
because
in the you talk about in the worst week as a public viewer, like as
no,
us watching, maybe
no,
as
in
no
both.
way, not even
As us
close.
watching, yes, because
It's a
now,
good play. It was a good move.
yes, it was a good move. I
How is
think
that bad?
the nominations were fine. It's everything that happened after the nominations where she screwed up, because now she's got all kinds of people not trusting her.
The worst ever was the Fessy. The Fessy and whatever her name was.
Well, Caitlin Herman's was pretty bad too when Swaggy went home.
Yeah.
But Christmas's is pretty bad, especially when she did not have to nominate a third person. Well, it's bad because she's done all of this to protect her 6-person alliance, but she's no longer in the top with her 6-person alliance because they're all like, oh no, we need to distance from her.
Why?
Danny, Nicole, and Cody are like, this bitch is crazy. We need to get away from her.
Oh, so you're saying it's the worst because of the after fact.
Right, exactly. No, I mean, the decision she made is fine. Well, it is her fault.
Well, it's not really. They both, I mean, she could have sat there and been timid. She could have sat back and be timid and take it. Yes. That was an argument. We have arguments in real life. It's an argument. So what? They argued. Everyone will argue. You know, a lot of people will argue in that house. Tyler, the fan favorite. Look what he did to Bailey last time. He made her eat her face.
Right.
So things like that happen in the Big Brother house. Probably way more than in the Survivor world. So, okay, was it a good move for her at the time? Was it good people to put up? Absolutely. Sure. Was it later on? Did she know that everyone's going to explode? She exploded. Bailey exploded. Devon exploded. They all exploded. Devon's walking off saying, I'm the wrong girl at the wrong time. As she's walking off, she's insinuating. As she's walking off, she is threatening. So just because you're walking off doesn't mean you're going to escalate the conversation and the argument. And then Christmas turns around and walks off. And then here's Bailey walking right behind her. Then she's going to turn around. She uses her hands. That's what she does. And then she's like this for some reason. I don't know what that meant. She's like this.
I think she was listing things off.
Yeah. And then she said, don't put your hands in my face. And she does this because she's like, okay, I understand. So, and then it just heated more and more. When you're wrong in an argument and the other person is trying, but you know they're not. They're trying to, I'm not even talking loud. Why do you have to do this? I'm not talking loud. You're following me. You're following me. Like, I'm trying to get out of here. So, then you get to that point, then everybody gets pissed off. We're only human. That argument wasn't a black or white issue. It was a human issue because you don't think I'm going to holler? at someone if I'm in that house? I mean,
Oh
you
yeah,
may,
I'm absolutely gonna holler at somebody, and
right?
I'm petty AF. Like I'm not gonna let it go either. I'm gonna remember.
Right.
But we have this comment here from Darcy Joe, and she says they used Christmas, and now they plan to use Day to get out Christmas. So she should not have won it, and that's absolutely right. Christmas is coming out of her HOH in a worse position than she went into it.
She is. That's a fact. But isn't everybody that win HOH?
No, I mean,
Doesn't
like who?
every single person that wins HOH come out looking worse than they did looking going in?
No, I mean, who's mad at Enzo about what he did? Who's mad at Tyler?
They were right when they came out, right? Because they're gone. I mean, when they
Sure.
when they went in, yes, they were fine.
But people in their alliance weren't mad at them. Like, the people outside of the alliance might feel a certain type of way, but they don't. Towards them,
mean,
like nobody felt a certain type of way about Tyler and about Enzo,
well,
but Christmas has damaged her game.
That's when no, I don't agree with that. Well, yes, she looks worse coming out than she did going in. I agree with that. But you don't think she's going to win more HOHs? Like she's going to control this house. I'm telling you, Christmas is going.
I just disagree. I mean,
well, she is being a boss right now. She's not taking orders from nobody. Everybody thought, oh, Christmas is going to do what Tyler tells her. Didn't they say that? She didn't even put Tyler on the block when he wanted her to. Christmas is going to do what Enzo tells her. Christmas is playing her own game right now. And you all should be excited about that because we have a female that's playing a strong game, and it doesn't matter what everyone else says in this game. She's doing what she wants to do. Okay. Y'all should be excited about that.
But Christmas is all about the team. And Christmas is
she is.
So
is that bad? Is that bad being loyal?
It's not bad being loyal because we talked about earlier this week, like Christmas is over here slapping the Band-Aids on this alliance whenever Danny doesn't trust Tyler, Tyler doesn't trust Danny, and Christmas is like, we've got to hold it together to 6. So
She's
Christmas is putting the 5 above herself.
Right.
Yes,
right.
Putting Bay and Day up was not a bad move. But
I think she's going to change. I think that's going to change. It's early. It's still early in the game. We ain't even at the jury yet. So I think that's all going to change for her. She is trying to be like, you're right. She's trying to put Band-Aids on it. She's trying to keep this alliance strong. She's going to see that it can't stay strong. Yeah. Christmas will gun for her alliance if she starts seeing things happen.
I have my doubts because I feel like she is playing Paul's game of Big Brother. Like, these are the people that were brought together and we have to stick together. No deviating from that. And that's exactly what we saw in her first season with Paul. And that's what she's doing right now. So I worry that Christmas is not going to abandon ship in time. Like, she needs to let the sleigh with the presents roll on without Santa Claus.
Okay, what if she does?
What if she does?
What if she abandoned ship?
And I'm not saying she should have done it this week. I absolutely agree that Bay and Day were probably the 2 best nominees for her.
What if she abandoned ship and then somebody wins, a couple of people win, then she wins, and then she's like super assertive and puts her own alliance on the block? I mean, will you girls sit here and say, wow, she's playing a hell of a game?
Yes, absolutely. But if she rides it out and she's the one that is too late for turning on the alliance, because it's already happening with or without her. They're already targeting her. They have her on their hit list. Right. Her name is being thrown around as a possibility to go out in the next couple of evictions.
When I just started watching it, somebody's asking me who was my favorite to win. When I'm watching it, I didn't think Christmas had a shot. I like Christmas because how she looks. That's all. I didn't think Christmas had a shot when it comes to strategically playing this game. Mm-hmm. I'm getting more respect for her in gameplay now than I ever have. I mean, she's doing some hard things in the game, in this game. Now, when it comes to who's going to win, I mean, do we want to see Cody win? Do we want to
No.
see Tyler win? Just do whatever he can? Everybody would like to see Ian win, but they're going to gun for Ian soon.
Yeah.
Ian's too smart, and they know what he's doing. Ian's not really, he started playing the game. He did with Kaser, but he's not really playing the game with anybody else. He started playing the game with someone that already got, voted out. So Ian's going to be on the bottom of anything he does at this point.
Right.
Which is when you start playing the game way too late, that's what happens.
Yeah.
So I don't know who I would actually want to win the game at this point. I mean, I want Christmas to win, so we'll see what happens.
Yeah, we'll see. We'll see. But
I don't want Nicole to win.
Hell no. So let's transition into talking about Danny. So we get a conversation with Danny and Nicole, and Danny lists out her final six, her ideal final six. And her ideal final six is her, Nicole, Memphis, Cody. Who are the other two?
Memphis and Cody?
Yep, Memphis and Cody. So 4 people from the committee.
Tyler?
No. Not Tyler. And not Christmas.
Yeah.
Right. So she wants Enzo and Davon.
There you go. There's the break in the line. Do they have a solid alliance? Do they have any solid alliance besides the final 2 in this game? Do they have any solid alliances?
Well, I mean, I guess your most solid alliance is the committee, which is every HOH. Memphis, Cody, Tyler, everyone but Enzo. Christmas. So that is your most solid alliance, but, Memphis is definitely on the outer ring of that, and Danny is throwing Tyler and Christmas to the wolves.
Yeah.
So if that's what Danny is thinking, her and her evil stepsister Nicole are probably thinking the same thing. So I think Christmas is in trouble with a couple people.
Is Danny Nicole's number 1, or is Cody Nicole's number 1, or is Ian Nicole's number? Like, who's her real number 1 in your opinion? It looks like Danny to me.
Yeah, I mean, I think that probably ultimately Danny, but probably a toss-up between Danny and Cody. I think she definitely gets along with Danny better. So we'll see.
Yeah. Right.
And so also yesterday on the feeds, Davon and Bailey are doing their makeup and they're chatting about how Davon says something to the effect of, everybody says you don't want to win the first HOH, but I wish that I would have, because everybody comes to you when you're the first HOH. And she said, and if you don't win it, you need to make sure that you're up in that room, because that's when those big alliances form. And once you're not in the loop in the first week, you're screwed. And she's dead right about that. But then they talk about how this group was already put together before they came in the house. And we've talked a lot about the pregame alliances, and Bailey confirms that Derek called them, her and Swaggy, before the show and said, well, I'm not going to be on, but somebody close to me is. So I'm just trying to put out feelers and see, if you've gotten a call. So Davon's like, well, nobody called me. Nobody's got my number.
The thing is with the pregame alliances, I've talked to production one time before about this exact thing, like number 1 in production. I'm not going to say any names. And I was like, you guys are going to have to implement pregame alliances into the show.
Right.
Like, because this is going to happen from now on. It's just human nature. It's $1 million for Survivor, 2 million now, probably. So why wouldn't you call your buddy that you think's going to be on the show? So they did. That's when you've seen the poker stuff.
Survivor did good with it. They show it. But Big Brother, they're like, oh, look, all these people, they're just together. And, we don't ever see it form.
Right. Yeah, it doesn't work when you can't explain it. It makes people don't like it when they don't understand what's going on. So this pregame alliance and Big Brother is ruining the season.
Yeah. Absolutely.
So it's like, okay, so You're telling me Cody and Nicole are going to run this entire game? So we already know it. So why would we watch it?
Right.
I don't know.
Yeah. And
Are you okay with that?
well, I mean, you can't stop it. And in all returners
How would they fix
season,
it? How would they stop it?
they can't. Right? I mean,
Right.
because you have non-disclosures, but they all break it, and I mean, I
Do
think
you
probably just about everybody.
well
Everybody does.
you heard the rumors of Derek and Dan.
Yeah.
Do you think that really happened? Do you think that Derek and Dan was supposed to be on the show, but the pregame alliances were so strong with those two, they decided not to bring them?
No. No, there's no way. There's no
Yeah.
way if they had Derek and Dan on board that they would not have brought them in. I mean, I think that Derek was probably going to play again, but he says that his daughter said she didn't want him to go, and that's why he decided not to.
That is BS. That's BS, guys. Somebody just put Derek made a video saying he never happened. Derek does whatever show they want him to do.
Mm-hmm.
If they say, "Hey, Derek, we want you to do this ridiculous find a ghost show and you can be the detective," Derek would do that. Like Derek, we like to call them media whores. I was a media whore in my life too, Derek. So we're both whores. So it's okay, but you're a whore too. So what I'm saying is,
so why is Derek not in the house then?
Because something happened. Something happened. It's not because my daughter told me, Daddy, please don't go on the show, Daddy. I'll miss you so much. It's like we're watching an episode of Little House on the Prairie. That just doesn't work like that.
That's great. All right, so let's talk. We talked about this a little bit yesterday, but it's become a bigger issue now. The mean kids. So yesterday we talked about Memphis mocking Ian's autism and just talking about how it bothers him that he's rocking all the time. But now he's even gone a little bit further and he's talking about how he wants to kick Ian in the face. And just this group of Christmas, Danny, Nicole, and Memphis are cracking up about it. And as so often happens, we do get some real life backlash. And we see this on Twitter. Let me pop it up here. Nicole, I guess, has some sponsorships because, she's a social media influencer. And somebody tweeted at them, and this one is from Olay, and it says, "We no longer have a business relationship with this person and have no plans for future work together. We have zero tolerance for bullying, and we do not support the behavior displayed by this person."
Who said this? Who is this from with?
This is Olay, who Nicole Franzel has a sponsorship with. So I'm not sure if they're like a sponsor of her.
I'm retweeting that.
Yeah, so I'm not sure if they've got a sponsorship for maybe her podcast.
Wow.
But somebody, they added everybody that she's got a sponsorship with. Walgreens, CVS, FabFitFun, Olay. So they're going to have some real life consequences when they come out of the house.
Looks like most people switch up skincare. Oh no, that's something else. No, that is, I'm looking for it because I want to retweet that. That is not good because she's sitting there hysterically laughing.
Yeah, like this is the funniest thing she's heard. And this is someone that
how can you do that though?
Ian trusts her.
To me, I listened to it, and you know what? I even listened to it in a way as, is this funny?
Yeah.
Like it's not even funny.
No, it's not funny. And, Trish and I talked about it yesterday. One of our best friends has an autistic son. My child has special needs. So, like, on a deep personal level, this pisses me off. And I couldn't even listen to all of it today. Like, I just had to turn it off. I was like, I can't listen to this man do this. And this is mostly at Memphis. Memphis is the one that is making the comments, but have a spine and stand up for what's right. But so the three girls to sit there and laugh, like, they deserve whatever comes as a consequence.
Wow. So you think they're talking about Nicole?
Oh yeah, it's about Nicole. Nicole's the one that's got the sponsorship with Olay. So, and I don't know how it'll affect, anybody with business relationships with Memphis or, I mean, I don't really think Danny does a lot of social media type stuff, but someone says, who was it besides Nicole and Memphis? It was Memphis, Nicole, Danny, and Christmas. So this is not, and we get lots of hate for hating on Nicole Franzel, but we're hating on all four of them. So
How did they only have 9 likes and 2 retweets on that post?
I don't know. Is that what it is currently?
What is it? What does it start with? We value.
No, hold on. I X'd out of it. I don't know where it is.
We have 0 tolerance for
we've got
hateful and offensive comment. Yeah.
No, it was something about bullying. It says,
Okay.
we no longer have a business relationship with this person and have no plans for future work together. We have 0 tolerance for bullying and we do not support the behavior displayed by this person. It's got 200 at this, whenever I screenshot it, and this was at 9:59 a.m. It had 264 likes and 47 retweets.
You're gonna have to tag me. Somebody tag me. Somebody tag me in the Olay one. Maybe I can get some Olay products.
Right. And Cameron says that even Evil Dick talks about it, and he says he's super disappointed in Danny. So,
wow.
Yeah.
That's really not, I mean, that's just bad. It's just, it doesn't make sense. They sitting there talking about, yeah, you're joking around. It was okay. You could be scared of someone freaking you out in the house. But when he implemented him, going back and forth like he does, that's where it got uncomfortable to watch.
Right. And I mean, apparently
that's his comfort. It's almost like it's almost like a blanket, a comfort blanket.
Right. Absolutely.
That's his comfort. Last time he played, he said that he swung on the hammock and he was making sure the hammock didn't creak because people started saying things when it made noises. Now, I'm not saying that they said anything like, oh, why is he always swinging a hammock? Because everybody swing. That's what you do in a hammock. You swing. But he was so self-conscious about it. He went to see if it made noises when it moved.
Yeah, and he even talked about it. I think it may have been with Christmas. I really feel like it was with Christmas, but it may have been Nicole. But he talked about how on his first season that it did bother people, and he wanted to make sure that it didn't this time. So it is something that he is self-aware of, but he can't help it. It is
he can't help it. The guy can't help it.
Right. So
I mean, why don't they have like you can have a real conversation with them. You can have a meaningful conversation with them. You don't have to make fun of them. Like if for instance, people may not understand what he's doing, and I get that. So if you were to have a meaningful conversation with him, and if he was comfortable talking about it, then it could be an educational thing. But they're not. It is nothing like that. What they're doing, they're just being hateful. Period.
Hateful, yeah, on a whole another level. So we'll see what other consequences happen from this.
Wow. So she lost her influencer.
Right. The girl that's not there for social media followers, but is a social media influencer. Anyways, we're going to leave that girl alone.
I wonder what I could influence if I was going to be an influencer. What product they would let me influence.
What would you want?
I'm the biggest villain. I won I was nominated for a Teen Choice Award for biggest villain in TV history. Not just Survivor. It was TV at that time. So would I do something like that? Hell no. Why? Because it's stupid. It's just stupid to do in a game. It's a game. The things that I regret most in the game of Survivor was when I called the girls my dumbass girl alliance. Yes, it's funny, but I probably shouldn't have done it because it's like a personal thing. I attacked them.
Well, no, I mean, you call them dumbass girls. Like, I mean, I can't help it. I like the term of endearment a bitch. Like, I will call my friends bitches.
Right.
And, you know, I don't mean anything like they're an actual bitch. And
Right.
I don't think calling them a dumbass girl is that big of a deal, as opposed
A
to
term of
personally
endearment.
attacking Ian for being autistic.
Term of endearment. You can
Yeah.
even go deeper than that and talk about the N word, which we're not, but
No,
the
we're
black
not.
community, they say, why can't they say it? The reason they say it is it's a term of endearment. If someone randomly calls you a bitch, you'd be like, what'd you just say? But if your girl said it, it's
Yeah.
different because it becomes a term of endearment. You don't think of it as, you know what that means in the dictionary. It's
Right.
a term of endearment. We do it all the time with different words. It's just how it works.
Right. Right. So, Chalk Lab says that you weren't a villain, and they loved how you played the game. I love how you played the game too.
I didn't think I was a villain. Should I should I bring back the Dumbass Girl Alliance? Would that work in today's society? Or you know, if I played Big Brother, could I say that? Or would they say Russell is a sexist? I noticed that a lot about the Big Brother community. You guys, you attack people. I see you hating somebody different every day. They hate
Right.
Memphis. They hate Christmas. They hate Danny. They hate Nicole. They hate Tyler. Like every day, it's someone different that you hate.
Yeah.
And I would be so entertaining because I would be like, I don't give a fuck what you guys say. I'm playing this game, and that's what's happening right now. And I could care less what you think or what you're tweeting right now.
But that's what makes old school Big Brother entertaining, is because they did things like that. You know, like season 10 that Tyler said happened 47 years ago or whatever, when he was talking about Memphis. Like, you know, you've got everybody coming to blows. Like, you've got old man Jerry up in people's faces, and I mean, you know, Jerry grabbed April's boobs like the first night
What?
in the house. Yeah, she said that her boobs were real and nobody believed her, and she told Jerry that she could touch them, that he could touch
Oh
them.
well, if she
And
gave,
so,
I'm
well,
gonna touch
no,
them.
yeah, no, she
I'm a,
had permission,
well,
but I'm
I'm gonna
saying
touch them too.
they would not even show that now.
This is my coffee, by the way.
Okay. I've seen this before. I know the road we're heading down.
Look, very seldom. You may not believe this. When I'm at home, I'm not home now. I never drink, ever. But I'm like, we got a lot going on today. I got a lot going on today. I gotta pep up my step a little bit.
Yeah, there you go.
So I'm allowed to do it because I very seldom do it.
It's 5 o'clock somewhere.
We may go live tonight because if it's already noon and I'm drinking, so we may have a show in a little bit tonight.
So, but tonight you've got Winston.
So tell me something. Do you think tonight I do have Winston? Winston's gonna be live on Surviving Big Brother tonight. We have lined up. We have Rancy Pants supposed to come on. You know Rance?
Yeah, Zach Rance.
Zach. And we're getting permission. Janelle said she wanted to come on the show, but then CBS shut us down. So I never actually emailed them. So I emailed my contact from Survivor. They gave me the contact from Big Brother. So we're trying to find out. All I'm trying to do is talk about the season. I'm not trying to throw a Big Brother under the bus. That's not my ultimate goal. So hopefully they start letting me do some of the cast members.
Yeah.
Now, because we have to get Christmas on the show.
Well,
do you think
she's
so?
She's gonna make it to jury. So
tell me if you think so. What do you think the odds are of me and Christmas going on a vacation together?
Well, I mean, I think that Christmas should go on the cruise.
She may. I'm going to pay for it. So maybe she will. So you notice that she doesn't talk about her man that much.
No, and you know, that was interesting. I did think about you last night whenever she was like, you know, I'm missing my baby boy's birthday, and I'm missing my family. She
doesn't care about this guy.
She did not say her man. She did not.
Guy, if you watching, she does not care about you. Like her pictures are or her and her son, she has one of him, but it's most. And then when she's crying in the bed on the live feeds, she has her and her son right there. She could care less about you, dude. You're just a doormat that she is like you're in the moment. I'm the one that she cares about.
Cameron says 0% chance,
Oh,
Cameron.
Cameron is wrong. Cameron knows, he knows my game. Cameron knows, he knows my history. You telling me she's harder than some of the other girls I dated? No. You seen a picture of her boyfriend?
No, I haven't seen a picture of him.
It's like she didn't even care about the letter. I could have wrote her a letter. She'd have been more excited. She's not a felon.
She pled guilty to a misdemeanor. But she was charged with a felony.
I have a misdemeanor. I beat up a few people in my life.
So maybe y'all's showman's name needs to be like the misdemeanors.
If I tweeted something, the misdemeanors. That's a good one. Or if I was a felon, it could be the felons.
Yeah, that would make it more interesting.
Yes, it would. But if I tweeted right now, do you think that I have a misdemeanor or a felon on my record? Everybody would put felon. Everybody. Like it would be 90-something%. So, you could get a misdemeanor for, I don't know, not going to court after running a red light,
Sure.
So
I would be interested to know, like, did she hit the car one time, or did she like hit it, back up, hit it again? Like, did she like Carrie Underwood?
That would be rough.
Go crazy on it.
I mean, if she literally was trying to kill the girl, it would be a felon. If she was able to plea it down, then because she's not super rich or nothing, so she had a random attorney able to plea it down to a misdemeanor. Judge is like, yeah, well, she bumped the car, no big deal. Right. But if she's trying to kill the person, I mean, all you ladies out there getting mad at Christmas. And all I hear all the time, you better not cheat on me. You cheat on me, I'm coming for you. Like, this guy cheated on her while she was 8 months pregnant at the most vulnerable and pissed off that she'd ever been in her entire life. 8 months pregnant. You're sad and you're pissed off all the time. So you're not feeling good. And then you have a man cheat on you because you're already not feeling pretty. I'm sure she was beautiful being 8 months pregnant. I love pregnant women. She was probably like, whoa. But besides that, he probably was like, oh, I like skinny girls. You fat. What you think about that? I like skinny girls. You fat now, so I'm gonna go have this 21-year-old girl over here, put her in my pocket because you too fat for me. Like, that doesn't piss you off?
Yeah, I would be pissed off, but I wouldn't go ram her car. I would get him.
You may. You'll ram his car. Was he in the car? Did he just walk off?
Actually, I would not ram his car. I would do something different, but like, I'm not going to wreck my car in the process. That doesn't make any sense, but I would be vindictive.
So, Pat, have you been pregnant, Russell? No, but I had a wife that was pregnant, one with twins. So, and I had daughters that were pregnant. So I have experience with how the pregnant women feel, because I know when I can't even talk to them sometimes, which is fine. I was always very respectful, but I love pregnant women. I think it's a beautiful thing. And when your man is cheating on you because you're pregnant, I understand the ramming. All we hear is, oh, Christmas is a felon. Christmas is a felon. Put that situation in your life and see how you feel. Just saying.
So let's get to a serious question.
That's serious, but okay.
Here we go. You and Christmas get together. Mm-hmm. Are you having more kids?
I would. I'm all for that. It'd be like a Christmas gift.
There you go.
We can
That's great.
we can name them Thanksgiving.
Yeah, there you go. What if she wanted to name the baby
If I have another baby,
Easter?
no, no.
Some holidays are out.
If I had, yeah, that one's out. If well, she is already taking one of the Christianity holidays, so maybe the other one is okay. But if I have another baby, I'm naming him Russell. So Russell, I didn't name my first one for some reason, Russell Jr. But if I have another one, I made a deal with my wife, my ex-wife. I'm like, if it's a girl, you got it. If it's a boy, can I name her? And that was the deal. So we had twins, so she was able to name the girls right off the bat, Hannah and Haley. So I didn't even get involved in it. And then when the boy came, I was like, I'm naming him. So I named him Michael after the Archangel, not after a holiday or anything.
Oh my gosh.
So yes, if we have a baby, we would do a poll on what we can name it. I mean, I'm telling you guys, Chris, I see it. When I can see that I would connect with someone, I see it. Like I can easily say, oh, what's one of the hot what's Fezzi's girlfriend? Haley. Yeah, oh, me and Haley are gonna hook up. That's probably never gonna happen in any universe. I mean, because I see that as well. But me and Christmas, that's happening. Go ahead, mark it down.
You heard it here.
Tag this, record it, tag her, send it to her. You my girl, Christmas. We got to do, I'll pay for the cruise. I ain't gonna be your sugar daddy or nothing, but I'm paying for a lot of people's cruises. I'm paying for Sarah Lacina, Michaela Wingle, and Libby. I never know Libby Monday. No, I don't. What's her last name? Libby from Survivor.
I always forget
her last name. I always call her Libby Monday. So I'm paying for their cruises. We should have a Big Brother person go. I'm just saying, who's the perfect one to go?
Janelle.
You may be right. But I couldn't hook up with Janelle either, even if she was single.
Even if she was single, why not?
I don't think that that's another one I look at and I'm like, nah, she wouldn't dig me. I mean, you could just feel it.
Yeah. You're so funny.
Christmas would dig me. Mm-hmm. Cameron, I'm going to show you. Cameron, you should be happy because Michaela is my ex-girlfriend. She's going Michaela Wingle. But I don't want no part of that. I want Christmas.
Look, so the other night, whenever you and Trisha had your call and you said that Michaela was your ex-girlfriend from Survivor, she thought Michaela Bradshaw. So she was like, Russell! She thought it was. I was like, I don't think that was the Michaela he was talking about.
Michaela Bradshaw, she's in Survivor, right?
Yeah.
Oh no, yeah. I don't have a problem with that.
I love her. But
all the Michaelas in Survivor.
Yeah, but she thought that Michaela Bradshaw that's the only Michaela that she thought of. So she thought that was your ex-girlfriend. She was like, okay, Russell.
Yeah. So, I mean, Michaela Wingle, Michaela was the one that Brandon was looking through the bushes as she was bending over. The girl that was a Playboy and what is that girl, lingerie football player? She was on the cover of Playboy. I don't know. We get it. That's Survivor. We're talking Big Brother.
Yeah, we've gotten really, really off the rails. So what else to talk about from Big Brother? We can sum it up pretty quick. So Michaela is God's gift, is what Cameron says.
Christmas is too. Christmas, because God's gift was Christmas. I'm just saying, God's gift to the world was Jesus' own Christmas.
You have a point. You've got a point there. So, okay, let's sum up Big Brother. So, going into tonight's eviction, we do see Bailey and Davon both apologize to Christmas, and Christmas apologizes back to them. So, everybody's back hunky dory, moving into the eviction tonight. Except that Davon has already said that if she wins it, she's going for Christmas and Tyler. Someone said that you can name you can name your kid Jesus.
I don't play like that. I'll name them Christmas because Christmas isn't really the
Right.
date. That's just the date we celebrate it. But yeah, I don't get into religion when, even though I would date Christmas. I don't know. It's weird. Who names their kid Christmas?
Christmas joy at that.
Oh my goodness. Oh shoot. Christmas joy.
Yeah.
I gotta talk to them, to my mother-in-law.
I wonder if she's got any siblings.
What are their names? Holy smokes.
Like, did she stick with holidays or is it just Christmas? Like,
I don't know. Okay.
Anyways, so we got the eviction tonight. They're all thinking that it's going to be a endurance comp that we should get to see play out on the feeds. I think Cody and Ian got a peek at the outside, and they're all thinking that it's going to be a wall comp, but they said that it looked like it was set up like lanes, so maybe it's going to be the slip and slide.
Oh yeah, I think I would like that one. That's just steady, staying steady.
Yeah. Who do you think has the best chance at winning that? Because I feel like if they do that,
Christmas.
Christmas can't play unless Danny uses her power.
But she wouldn't, would she?
No. But I'm thinking that one definitely gears towards like Tyler or
Danny.
No, I don't. I think that one's more towards a guy. I think Tyler, Cody, those two would be really good.
Yeah, Cody. That's gonna suck if everybody just keeps winning back and forth.
Right. So I'm hoping it's a wall comp because I really feel like that is more likely going to be a female HOH, and I think Danny's ready. I think Danny's ready to make a move. So.
Danny needs to start winning. Like, I don't know.
She said that in a way that she thinks she needs to start winning some comps because new school Big Brother doesn't respect you if you don't win any. But then she says she doesn't know if she should win this one or not. She's only going to stick with it if Tyler is still up there.
Yeah.
So.
Who do you want to win it? What would shake up the house? Nothing besides Devon?
Yeah, I mean, I want Davon to win it.
So what does she do if she wins? She puts up Christmas?
I think she's going to put up Christmas and Tyler. And then if one of them comes off, she's going to put up Cody probably.
Why wouldn't you put up Tyler at this point?
Right, everybody should put up Tyler.
Right.
I mean,
he wants to go home.
If he wants to go, then I would just let him go.
He didn't just say that he was trying to morally do something right. He said he wanted to go home.
Right.
So he was implementing him wanting to go home into something positive.
Yeah.
So why not send him home?
Right. I would definitely nominate him. And I think Danny's ready to take that shot. I don't know if she will do it before the double eviction though. And there's not going to be a double eviction for a couple weeks.
Yeah.
And Ian, and they're all thinking that it could be this week. But
I will go ahead right now and tell you that Christmas is going to break the record for comp wins. That's my guarantee. Record it, post it, tag me. Done. What?
She's only won one competition outright.
How many does she have?
She's got 4.
But 4 wins already?
Danny threw that veto.
It doesn't matter.
No, Nicole threw that veto last night. She was not running hard.
She's going to win some.
She won the HOH by default. So she won the competition in the dark and she won the safety sweep. So
You don't think she's going to win some on her own? That's why I'm saying she's going to win it, because some of them were given to her. She doesn't need competitions given to her because she's talented enough to win it on her own. Just
Well, you
saying.
know what?
I can't wait to see
Every
them do it.
woman wants a really supportive man in her
Yes,
life.
and
So,
that's
you
me.
know, Christmas, here you go. Like, he is your number one fan out here.
Unless she starts playing like trash, then I'll reverse on her.
um, so, yeah, we'll see what happens tonight.
Who has the record?
I think it's Janelle.
Oh, yeah, she's taking Janelle out. That's like Russell versus Cameron. She's taking Janelle out. You know it, Cameron.
Someone says Mickey. I think Mickey may have it for vetoes. I don't know if he's got the overall comp record.
Mickey does. Two people say. So how many? Oh, that's the same person.
Reverse Russell. Yep, you better leave her in the dust. So speaking of your girl Christmas, let's do our tweet of the day because it's gonna of course involve your girl. So today's
I love you, Christmas.
no, you already know that we're not gonna do that. The tweet of the day is gonna go to our friend James Ryan because he has the best things every episode. If y'all don't follow him, you need to check him out, especially on the episode days because he's hysterical. So he says that during this Christmas and Tyler combo, all Christmas is thinking about where is her car keys. Because she's ready to go run some shit over, guys. She is not
Damn,
happy with this conversation.
y'all messed up. Y'all messed up. Where's her car keys?
That's great.
I guess
All right, y'all got any questions?
one thing you got to do with Christmas if you start dating her, you better be faithful. I plan on
Yeah.
being faithful. First of all, that's who I am. I'm faithful. Christmas. You ain't got to worry about running me over. We go on cruises. We go to Vegas, Florida. We're all over the place. I'm trying to pitch. I'm pitching now. I'm pitching my dating resume to Christmas.
So, vacations, faithfulness, supportive.
Vacation. You got to put that in twice.
Vacations, lots of travel. Okay, now if she wants you to start doing CrossFit, are you going to do that with her?
Hell yeah. I might not last, but I'll sit back and watch her do the rest.
So who do you think's going to win the HOH tonight in an endurance comp?
This is the one that I actually wanted to watch Christmas do because I wanted to see if she really has what it takes. But the people, is it going to be endurance? You think it's going to be endurance?
They all think it is. So
it's going to be one of the guys. Cody's probably going to win it again.
What if it's the wall?
Which one is the wall?
Where they have to hang on and it shifts and crap squirted on them.
That'd be a girl, I think.
Yeah, I think a girl wins the wall comp. Like I really think it could be
Danny.
Yeah.
Yep.
I really think Danny. If she wants it. But if it is the slip and slide, I think Cody.
Yeah, Danny wins the wall. Danny wins the wall. Who did she put up?
I don't know. I don't know if I think she will put up two easy people like Kevin and David or something, but I think she will.
Oh, David's still in the house.
Yeah, you forgot about David. But David does have his power, so he could definitely take himself off. But I think she would put up two easy people and keep the option to backdoor Tyler. So.
Yeah, and Tyler doesn't want to be there. But...
Yeah. If they have the slip and slide comp, is Memphis going to even attempt it with his hurt back, or is he going to sit it out?
I don't even. He's another one that you're actually forgetting that he's in the house. Like he's not doing anything either. Right. So.
Yeah. No. Yesterday,
I said other than the world hating him right now.
Right.
I mean, the world hated Nicole already. Don't forget, guys, tweet me that Alo, what's the name of it? Evole?
Olay.
Avole?
Olay.
Olay. Tweet me the Olay message so I can jump on that.
Yeah, get you a sponsor.
At Russell Hantz. I don't know. Do they do guy stuff?
I don't know.
Mm-hmm.
Not a man, so I don't know what they do. All right. Well, you got anything else?
No, I just want to appreciate everybody. Actually, on a serious note, you guys are kicking ass when it comes to spilling the reality. We started this show with, I don't know, 100 views a week. And I'm not doing anything. I'm not the only time I retweet you guys is when you tag me. You tag me on Instagram. Or you guys are pushing the show. You're getting, I don't know how you're getting guests, but you're getting guests, and I don't. That's not from me. So I appreciate. I don't even have to do anything. All of a sudden, I see that you guys have Kevin on the show, and you have Rachel on the show, and I'm like, man, it's just doing everything. So you y'all open a Twitter, y'all open an Instagram. That's how you do it. You're promoting your show. And I just wanted to say that it's not being promoted. It's not succeeding because of me. It's succeeding because of you guys. You've had 2,500 views on one of your videos. You had 1,600 last video. This one is going to be the best one, obviously. Obvious reason. And it's impressive to watch you girls kick ass and do your thing without me even being involved. Couldn't have picked two better girls. And we appreciate you guys watching. If you subscribe, follow their Instagram, follow their, do you have it up? Follow their Twitter page. They put a lot of interesting stuff, a lot of videos, different things that's going on that you may not know that's happening. They'll post it. So that's fun. So I just want to say you guys are kicking ass, and that's all I got.
Can you get Glenn Garcia on this? Yeah, maybe. Who do y'all want to see? Who do y'all want to see as a guest?
How do y'all guest? You just you DM them or something?
Slide into them DMs.
Yeah.
But Kevin's our friend now.
Yes. You have his number.
Yeah, we've got his number. So we've been texting with Kevin a little bit. So we might have him back on the show later.
You know, you can get what y'all need to try to do. Just my first advice that I've given, and I'll do it publicly, is because you're doing everything on your own, is you ask those people if they can get other people.
Yeah.
That's how you start working into the entire family.
Yeah. We're working on Winston. That's how I knew that you were having him tonight, because he said, I'm going to be on Russell's show tomorrow, I think. And I was like, okay, well, that's separate from ours. So,
right.
We're working on that too. So, all right. Well, y'all make sure that you give us a thumbs up, drop us some comments, and make sure you subscribe.
All right, guys. Appreciate you watching.
Bye, y'all.
See you later. Keep hope alive.